Although we can do this.
We can't.
No, but I think we're rolling.
Are we rolling?
Yeah, Michael's here.
Yeah, just so we can hear you.
Are you a quiet speaker?
Huh? No, I can
Okay.
project.
Okay. She goes, no.
She's trained,
I'll project.
girl. She's trained.
Wait, are you media trained?
Somewhat.
What is, because all these people come and say I'm media
You need
trained.
media.
What is media trained?
I think it's just knowing how to handle yourself on camera.
Okay.
Just knowing.
Like, I had a little bit of training during my show while it was a Skype call
Really?
from like the American producers and stuff, and we were told what to say, what not to say. Oh, I don't know what that is. Damn. But like, just what you can say, how to carry yourself, to be careful of stuff. Yeah.
I feel like that's like common knowledge though. Like,
It's not common.
It's really not.
Eh?
It's
Common
really not.
knowledge
Even
is not
common
common.
sense is not even
I
common.
was just about to
not.
say that.
so let's say for example, right? I have had no media train. However, like I do have family and friends that I do represent.
Do you know
Yeah.
what that
So
is?
the way I carry myself.
It's Nigerian
called
in
having
us because
sense.
we don't really want our moms, aunties, uncles to really know what go on.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Secretiveness in us.
You guys went to Carlo.
We did, Carlo.
Did C-Town.
My God,
C-Town,
there's bare
baby.
people from Carlo.
And everyone's killing it. Let me
Johnny
just
Hope.
say.
Okay.
Cello.
Her, Cello,
You.
C-Town.
Me?
literally
Okay.
Killing
who
it.
else? Mac.
Mac from Carlo.
There's Sharif. There was Sharif as well,
Okay.
but Sharif now lives in overseas.
Okay.
Trying to say who else was there? There's bare people from Carlo.
Bears.
I feel left out.
Everyone's doing the thing.
Yeah, and everyone chats bare about Carlo, but I'm sorry to say, but I love the talented people in the industry.
I wish Ree was here because she'd be like Blanche heads.
Yeah, so we're
You guys
like,
have to
who are
check
your
in
Blanche
when it comes
people?
to our ends
Yes,
anyways.
check in.
I didn't drive your Blanche today.
Who's from Blanche?
See the fact she has to think. You see
You
how we
know,
were able to
off the
come
bat,
off the bat. What?
You're not even look. No, you're not a good rep for your ends.
Damn.
We do that shit like, it's like we low key with it, like, you know, we ain't too loud with what we
So lucky that you're unknown, yeah.
Anyways, Roz, do the intro because you're getting a bit
Okay.
spicy. I don't like the energy coming from there. Please, thank you.
Okay, so welcome back to GTG, baby.
You know the vibes.
Hi guys, we've got one of Carlo's finest. I know y'all be hating on Carlo, but we rep hard for it, as you can tell. Miss, baby, introduce yourself.
Hello. I'm Amanda Ade. I actually never know what to say
Damn.
after that point when people ask me like,
But
What's
you
it?
know what?
Amanda.
You're known though. I don't feel like
Amanda.
you need to say much.
"This is Amanda." Yeah, just
trying
do
to
some
think.
cool things or whatever. But yeah,
We up.
I thought you had like a different name on your Instagram, but it is the Amanda.
literally.
It's Amanda
Amanda
Ade,
Ade.
yeah.
that's the
And
same.
it's been Amanda Ade, hasn't it? She's
Been
never
that.
changed
They
it.
don't have any nicknames for you. Big A.
Nah, none of that. Like,
I was gonna say we always just called you
It's
Amanda.
literally
We
just
never
been
even
Amanda.
called you Mandy or anything.
nah,
like
the closest would be like Mandini, but like that's just on a
Mandini's
joke
crazy.
thing, like very crazy.
Mandini's
Yeah.
I like it though.
Never heard anyone call you
Mandini's
that.
crazy.
Then when
I
Carlo
like
call you
it.
that?
No, not on Carlo. It's just been Amanda.
Yeah, we've always called her Amanda.
Just Amanda.
Okay.
Literally. Well, apart from that, Cello calls me Presido just because of Afro sock.
Okay, fair enough.
That's
President.
about it.
Okay.
So you was them ones running the Afro socks in the
Yeah,
uni, innit?
man.
Shout out to all you
Yeah,
presidents
man.
running Afro
Oh my God,
socks.
did we had one in Carlo?
Yeah.
Damn, I just never went.
Carlo, you just never went. You just never went. Afro sock was lit. Our Afro sock was so lit as well. Yeah. But then,
Interesting.
yeah, that's actually what kind of got me into like kind of like political stuff because stuff started happening that like then we started advocating
In Carlo?
In Carlo.
What was happening?
Girl, tell me, because I don't even know about
There
this.
was a good. So
Good
they were moving brazy. Like I remember like even like Unplugged came around. We're obviously trying to like book spaces to like rehearse and stuff. The security guards would be there all the time. They won't let anyone breathe. We kept getting kicked out of the library. We kept getting kicked out of
but
the
that was our
SU.
fault. The
Okay,
library
library.
thing,
Oh, like we used to play
right?
Switch. We used to play Switch in the library.
In Carlo
crazy.
IT, there was this
third
corner on
floor?
the third floor that was the
Bro.
It was the closest way to Africa. Everyone there was
Lagos,
African, and
honestly,
you
and
could
truly.
hear us outside, not even ground floor.
Fierce.
Hear us outside the building. We were
Fierce.
that loud, and it's a library, like.
Fierce.
Yeah.
I hear it. But when I got vexed the day, I was actually trying to do my reports. I was at the computer. I wasn't even involved in
Minding
any
your business.
Minding my business. This auntie comes. Where's your student card? Leave now. She didn't even wait for me to present it. Leave now. I know you're not a student here. You can see me doing reports.
And how did I get into the
And
computer?
we
You know
brought
what I mean?
tapes. We both did the same
With
course,
science, we
didn't
literally
we?
did the same course. Literally, I messed up though. I switched to the chemistry. But anyway, that's a story for another day. Yeah, long day, long
to
day,
fight
long
her.
day, long day, long day.
Oh,
Do you know what? I actually remember that. She went
You
to
warned
chemistry.
me, and you warned me. I say this all the time.
Girl.
Rosin warned me. She's like, whatever you do, don't switch to the chemistry.
I don't remember this.
You genuinely did in the library. I remember it so clearly. And I was just like, that day I heard you, and then I don't know what possessed me. I was like, the next year, I was like, you know what?
chemistry.
Chemistry. suffering.
You know what? Yeah.
4 years of suffering. Nah.
Oh my God. Because
God.
biology, I suffered with it. I could not suffer with chemistry.
Chemistry was long.
Biology was hard.
Long.
I even felt like going to uni. I felt like our course was even harder than other people's courses
It was.
for some strange reason.
No, it was. It was.
Like, the fail rate of our course was
insane.
Crazy.
We started off in our class anyway. We started off with like what, maybe 80 first year.
Yeah.
5 people graduated.
No.
5.
No.
5.
No.
5.
For chemistry?
For chemistry. 5.
Yeah.
5
For
people in
chemistry,
that class.
100%.
5 is
Do
crazy.
you know what was also peak? Right, I actually work with a lot of people, like people where I work currently in the moment, a lot of them were from my class.
Yeah.
Right? There was this group of people that never missed class. Like, they never missed class, I think, for the whole 4 years. And I remember they were, like, making fun of, like, me and my squad because we were called the boisterous people. And they were like, yeah, you guys are never going to graduate. Y'all are going to fail. Well, who failed? They failed pharmaceutical science. Who passed? I did. Who failed their degree? They did. Who passed? Me.
That felt very personal. It felt very personal.
You had laugh. But every day I see them as I go past them and work, and I'm like,
Oh gosh. But please continue with your story. You said that she's asked you for your student card and she didn't give you the opportunity.
Oh, yeah. Literally. So then I remember I made a whole big deal out of it. In fact, I did have a bit of a tantrum that day. I have a bit of a temper sometimes. When stuff like that happens,
She was on her period.
let's say that. No, but when stuff like that happens, I get triggered so bad.
Yeah.
So I remember I did a whole report, and then they were just like, you know what, it's fine. I was like, no. And then we took it to the head. Literally, it went to the dean. We had to sit down. Everything. She got fired.
Yes.
She got fired. Because it wasn't just me. She'd actually been tormenting a lot of
Everybody
people.
else.
Yeah, that's why I was just like, you know what, I'm actually sick of this auntie. Like, so then we actually did the whole thing, and she got fired.
Karen.
She was a Karen, yeah. Because then she started saying, like, when we were having the meeting, she started saying, oh my God, I'm terrified that, what did she say? She's like, I'm so scared that they're going to go vandalize my car. I was like, we don't even know what your car looks like. What are you talking about? Like, and then she was like calling the security. She's like, oh yeah, can you take care of these people? And I was just like, what do you mean by these people? What do you mean? So that's what even fueled it more. I was like, you know what, we're taking this the whole way.
Yeah.
We're taking this the whole way.
I hear it.
Yeah, it was hefty. But yeah, that's what kickstarted all that anyway.
Okay.
Somewhat, I think. Yeah.
Power to Carlo.
No, big up
That's
you.
Carlo.
And, like, for putting your foot
bad.
down and like actually getting good results. Like,
Was I still in university when this happened?
At that time, nah, you gone. You were in final year when I was in first year.
what?
Remember?
Damn.
Auntie Rose.
That's who it was,
Look
man.
at the way you're saying that. You're actually a young soul. Please put your leg down.
Yeah, literally.
Can you just sit up?
Don't mind.
I'm not
As if
good.
that's
I
only
hope they
3
didn't catch
years.
my Crocs.
That's
You see
only
the
3
fine
years.
feet, you see the comfortable shoes.
It's okay. They're in
They
sports
just
mode.
come on.
They're in
What's
sports
called?
mode.
But just of the week, guys. Did you watch Top Boy? Say
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
look at she said it. Look at she said it. Oh my God.
Yes.
No, we need to dissect this. I am
just
ready.
But only just of the week.
I'm so ready.
Go on.
What did you think of how it
Yeah.
ended?
Honestly, the ending was so disappointing.
Yeah.
It was rubbish. At the same time, I'm like,
I hear it.
Has
how
everyone in the
else
studio
was it
watched
supposed
it?
to end? How?
Yeah.
Has everyone in the studio watched it? Do you watch it? Oh! Can we? How am I supposed to know who killed him?
That's the whole point. They left
Everyone
it open.
said it's Jack.
No, but it shouldn't.
But
it
so they can
it
continue.
shouldn't be for interpretation. Like, it shouldn't, because the whole point of it is the finale. This is the end.
No,
of
they're
it.
gonna come back with a spin-off or something.
think they're gonna come back with a
100%. It's gonna be
spin-off?
like Power, like final, and then they're gonna come back with like a.
Yeah, but we're never gonna know who
can't-
killed
it won't be
him.
called Top
It's not-
Boy though.
because even at the end of Power, we found out who killed him. Here we don't find out who killed him. It was left for so many people to interpret. But it's like, okay, I know. What was Jamie's brother's name again?
I just call him his real name, Ira Louis.
That one.
That guy.
That guy.
Actually, I can't unsee
Yeah.
it. Like,
He walked away. He was never going to shoot. I love what they
Yeah.
did with him, because I thought that was like a moment to like teach young kids
Yeah,
about like
don't
not
play into
repeating the
that.
cycle,
Exactly.
because
Yeah.
that's a whole problem with these
Fair
damn boys.
enough.
The cycle is
Fairs,
constantly
yeah.
repeated. So I like that he
But
didn't
us
do
people
it.
that have trauma, we wanted violence. We
I won't
wanted him to
lie.
die.
literally.
But he did. I wanted Jack to actually be the one to end it, because then she would have been top girl.
I actually have a theory. I feel like just because of how confident Jack was, saying like, "Don't worry, it's calm. Did I have it?" I feel like she asked, what's his name, the guy that sold to her sister,
Okay, to do it.
as a way to make things right between them.
Yeah, because for as long as Sully lived,
That's
Jack.
a good theory.
It's a very good theory, and
I
it's
feel
the
like
first
it
theory
could
I've
be.
heard of that, and
But
I think it
Ramondo,
makes
he's such
sense.
a cute. He's so innocent, even though he has like scratches on his face.
On his face,
No,
yeah.
but he'd be so terrified of Jack, number
Exactly.
one. And I think with Jack having been the one to end it, Sully was going to continue the cycle. Like, he had lost his mind.
Yeah,
he wasn't trying it
absolutely.
anymore. He
Absolutely.
wanted power. The fact that he killed his best friend, and he
Yeah.
didn't even shed a tear. You know, he just walked
He
away.
just squatted and
He
then
just
hopped
walked
over the
away.
fence. Scary. Very
Left.
scary.
Like, he had nothing to lose anymore. He didn't
Yeah.
care anymore. And for as long as he was alive, she wasn't safe. Her
Yeah.
family
None of
wasn't
them were
safe. She was
safe.
pleading, being like, don't hurt my family.
Yeah.
So I felt like she had to do it.
She had to.
And why did he kill her friend? He was just being loyal.
Or,
Kieran.
but we don't know that though. We don't know that he killed
I
Kieran.
He's
definitely
dead.
did
He's
it.
dead.
Did.
I think that he could be, but again, we don't know.
Dead. He's dead.
Jack,
don't know.
Jacqueline was looking for him everywhere. She didn't find him.
He's dead.
Or could it be, or did
dead.
Kieran come back?
He's dead. Did Kieran kill him?
I don't know.
Or was it Kieran's mom? Someone else said it's Kieran's mom.
Nah, Kieran went with the uncle. I knew.
Why did they bring back that guy's daughter? Her storyline was pointless, apart to just date Jamie's brother. Why did they bring her back?
That's what I'm saying. There's gonna be a
I think there's
spin-off
a lot of,
with
like,
him,
there's a lot
with the
of teasing.
kids.
Well, Sonny's dead, so there's no need for her anymore.
Yeah.
No, but now, but anyway, yeah.
What's her storyline? What was the point?
But now she's at the same age though as Jamie's little brother. No,
Yeah.
there's gonna be a whole new generation, and they're gonna bring up another.
But
it's gonna be
Jamie's
a
brother is
whole
not going to
separate-
go into the gang life. Like, it's not for him.
I think he might.
I don't think he will.
I don't think you.
I don't think he will. The fact that he didn't kill
that he
Sully,
didn't kill him.
because he was like, he had the chance and he could have done it, and he had spent the whole time plotting it and planning it, and he didn't.
I think
he walked
It's
away.
complicated, man. It's complicated.
I think because apparently Drake was co-directing, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Like, why didn't you bring that American vim to the thing? You think Americans that care about kids are shooting people? Like, we wanted to see that shit. I wanted to see violence.
No,
I
I
wanted to
really
see
didn't want.
blood.
I didn't want him
Seek
to
therapy.
shoot it. Because I'm like, no, this stuff is
not
really
real.
people's real
Therapy.
life. It's real.
But you know what they did? Like, they made sure like all the bad guys was deaded,
yeah.
and they made sure the kids did not really participate
In
in
it like
violence.
that.
They made sure that the drug use in that area was deaded. They deaded everything. Happy ending.
It's never going to be deaded. It's never going to. The drug
It's
use is
deaded.
never going to be deaded. It's just they're not supplying it anymore. There was always other suppliers. They're just not supplying anymore. The drug thing will always be there. But I love the little lessons, because it was like, it was really sad that like Jack was the one who killed her sister, and the way they kind of like showed that and played it out.
Yeah.
You told him he had to sell food no matter what.
Yeah.
Even though he didn't want to sell it to the woman with the crack baby.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it ended up being your sister. You never expected it to be your sister.
I won't lie. When she went up to beat up, I was so sad. I was like, he's just a boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
was
the
so,
reason why
you
he's
know, I
doing-
rewatched that
Yeah.
scene. Just how
It's
dare-
like, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, oh
And
my
he's
god,
literally
Jesus.
just doing it because you
just
told
like, I
him to
did
do
what
it.
you
Because he
what
told,
you told me to
told me
do.
to do it. I was
Literally.
doing.
And I think at that
He's a
point,
kid.
that's when she realized she's just destroying their environment and really
Yeah.
hate her, that she was like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
And even when that kid died in the beginning, it really hit her, because remember, she was sat on the beach writing the card because she felt so sorry. And she went to his mom to go talk to his mom, being like, I'm sorry that he died. But you had him out here selling food. You knew that that guy was going to ask him to put guns in the house. You knew about it all, and now he's dead. You want to cry crocodile
that
tears.
small boy.
Yeah. I just can't remember anyone's names at the
Yeah,
moment.
it's tough.
But
Like, I don't know what. Like, okay, right. So they had a whole business. Them gang people, yeah. They were saying, what? Why do you think it failed,
greed.
Amanda?
They also didn't know when to step
Sorry,
away.
people going around.
Huh?
They didn't know when to step
Now
away.
that's it for me. It's like I think that's with anything. I think you need to know when to stop.
The only person who knew when to stop was Deshane. But it was too late for him to stop.
Yeah, somewhat. I think, and
he
yeah,
even-
circumstances. He didn't really, but then it was circumstances as well that kept
I
bringing
think
him back
Deshane
into
had
it.
different issues.
He had different issues, but he wanted to end. He wanted to become legitimate. Remember, him and his
Yeah.
babes were going to build a shop. He was
Yeah.
out of it. He felt like he had already made his money and he was done. He said goodbye to Solly. You can have it. It was because he got robbed. He came back
Yeah,
to try and get
yeah.
his money.
I'm telling you, Deshane had different issues.
Yeah, he had
wanted to
greed.
get out so bad that he had to kill. If he didn't kill that white, there was so many ways to get out.
Do you remember
Yeah.
when he
If he
killed
didn't
that
kill
kid?
that white guy,
No, which
Which white guy?
the white guy,
White
that,
guy
in the
that-
guy, he rubbed his
that
kid's face on the whole counter. I was like, what is he doing?
literally.
That was so funny. Do you know, guys, the scientist in me
Funny
really
that.
kicked him when he was pouring bleach over his
I
hand.
was like,
and
what's that gonna do?
You're gonna get away. You're cute.
What's that gonna do?
Like, he wanted to get away so bad that he did something that he did not actually have, because he
He
lost
didn't
money
have to
too.
do that exactly.
Everybody was losing.
Yeah, yeah.
So Deshane was even blinded. What do you guys think? Because there is a topic on Twitter, I think, where obviously Deshane's girlfriend, I forgot, Shelly, She was dating this guy for how long and wanted to ask him for 1.2 mil.
Crazy. That's crazy.
To put into
We need to hire our standards.
No, I'm telling you.
What?
crazy.
1.2 mil?
But she was like, you can wash the money in my shop.
Like, but that's the thing is, but you know, it also like if you know, it's like her morals started to change when the longer she stayed in a relationship with him.
Absolutely.
Because in the beginning, she wasn't
wasn't
like it.
about that at
She
all.
wasn't about that. Like,
Yeah.
she wanted
Or
nothing
did she
to do
just
with
really
it.
want the money?
She wanted the shop. But she was
Yeah.
willing to launder dirty drug money that's ruining your neighborhood through the shop. You're part of the problem now. Yeah. I was like, damn. So the moral of the story is children, stay away from drugs. Stay away from men who sell drugs.
Also, women, men are more than money, and don't date him because he has loads of money and bad character and does drugs.
Facts. Facts. That part.
Don't chase after fraud
What she
bays.
said.
Literally.
Don't chase after
Yeah,
what?
fraud bays.
Yeah, man. Never that.
Yeah. But you know what? Yeah, we had this conversation though. Like, apparently drug dealers are nice to fraud people.
They're what?
You say that they're nice.
Let's move on.
Let's move on. Let's not put that one out there. Let's not put that one out there.
Let's move on.
Let's not put that one
So
out
you're in
there.
the industry. Go on,
I'm goddamn
screaming. Tell me about that. How is that? You
Huh?
being in the industry.
Why, what
and
even is the
everything.
industry?
Like in the industry, industry is full of people like doing creative stuff. Like let's say this podcast, for example.
Fairs.
Like obviously, people in the music we're all like kind of one. We're all doing different things. And like there's obviously there's black people industry now.
Yep.
How do you feel about how does it feel to be in that? Because I think for me right now it feels all right, but I'm still in my little bubble.
Yeah.
You get me?
I think that's everywhere though. I think that's everywhere. I think and I was actually having this conversation on the way in. I think no matter what space you're in some kind of bubble.
It's a safe net. It's a safety net.
It is, and Ireland is small enough as well that it's so small that it's easy to kind of like build your little echo chamber and like, oh, this is what the industry is. For me, it changes on a daily. So like I like freelance, so like I get to enter into very, very different spaces all the time that I don't even know exist. Like I remember a couple of months ago, sometime last year anyway, there was a random event for, can I say brands? For free now, right? Party, like they rented one F-off mansion in the middle of
always doing
nowhere.
that shit, you know?
And there was like fire breathers at the entrance or whatever. me and Oyin were me and Zed did that for a taxi company. Me and Zed are the only two black people invited. We were like literally like, what space have we entered? What kind of simulation is this? And I'll tell you, it was the weirdest thing because even as you're walking through, like in the mansion, each room had a different thing. Like we walked into some room, there's a fella on the piano, people are sitting on the floor watching this guy play, and then it's like we were just like, we looked at each other, it was like, yeah, it's given Master's house.
Give virtual reality.
It was given Master's house. It was just like,
I said that's giving cult.
do you know what? There was some of those spaces like, and then there were some rooms and stuff that I'm just like, oh,
No, go on.
What's
Say
going
those
on?
rooms, bro. Because
what's going on?
I'm intrigued,
like-
bro.
Let me tell you now, but people control parties.
They control parties, but it's like very, very different. Like there's just so there's very different pockets.
Tell us about one more room because I'm very intrigued.
Huh?
She wants to
We're
know one
talking
more
about
room.
this off camera. Maybe.
Just walked in, everyone's naked. I'm joking.
Nah, please, nobody's initiating into anything.
Well, you were
like,
even saying that like it tends to be you and Zeta were the only black people
in-
there. So like I'm starting to see a lot more black people
Absolutely.
at events.
Yeah.
All glory be to God. I'm loving it. I feel like this summer was like a big change because it's
100.
like even little old me, I started getting invited to stuff and I was like, oh. I was like, I think like now people are starting to like find it difficult because they're like, I don't know if you see Twitter and stuff. Some people feel like there's certain people in a room and then they're not being invited into rooms. Do you feel like it's a thing where people aren't doing enough? Or is it a thing that like you just feel like maybe you've just been over glanced just by chance? Or is it just like a thing where it's like what you're doing, people just haven't seen it yet?
honestly, all of the above. All of the above. So like all of those play into it. Yeah, so like I'm saying, like Ireland is small, right? So I think anyone that's doing anything, especially within our community, I think because once one person within our community is kind of doing something, like other people within the community know about it. And I think just because you're doing something doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get the recognition that you think you deserve. Because the people around you are like clapping for you. Again, I'm not trying to like obviously shit on it on what anyone's doing. Continue doing it. But like just also remember, you're in your echo chamber. Not everyone has heard about you. Not everyone knows you yet. So like there's a responsibility on you, first of all, to keep grinding, and not even just keep grinding as well. Another thing is people consistently doing things absolutely good, but what's the quality like as well? Like there's no point, like it's like, yeah, but I'm being consistent, but your content is mediocre. Like, what are you doing? Step it up as well.
Do you know, I agree with that. I hear that. I hear that.
So a bit of both, and then on the obviously on the other end as well, brands and stuff, and people within certain spaces, if you're throwing certain events or whatever. I think, and I've said this, like even after the Free Now thing, me and Zed are also we that was in our reports back to the brand, like we don't appreciate that we were the only 2 Black people here. We said that to them. So it's like those brands as well, there's a certain ownness, and I think the more the people that do get invited call it out, it will kind of put a more responsibility.
I'm not gonna lie, I do see you and Zeta doing that a lot. I see her on her stories notoriously always saying it. So it's something that we must even actually have to applaud you guys on it, because it's like, yes, the doors have been open for you, so we appreciate that you're trying to open the doors for the rest of us.
Absolutely.
The best way you can, because sometimes your hands are tied.
100. Like I'm not the one in the room.
I was gonna say there's nothing more that you can do than
yeah.
actually speak up. Exactly, which is all you're doing. So that has to be appreciated. Definitely, I definitely see it, because I feel like even just personally, like with myself, I was like, this star over here, she's been very consistent with like her content and her taking her photos and all of that stuff. Brands started reaching out to the babe last year, and like she got the knowledge, she shared it with me, all of that stuff, and it's like I got the information. She was like, I was in contact with them, even though nothing happened from it. But then this year, funny enough, somebody else within the same brand reached out to me because they saw me from my TV show, and that's how I'm now on the same platform as her, but very differently. Like you don't have to copy the same things that people are doing, but it's like the thing that I did that was different was what brought me to the same room as her. I don't think I worked any harder than she did. I don't think I'm any better. I don't think that there's nothing that I posted wasn't as great, but it was just a different route
to get in. Absolutely. And I think another thing that people kind of don't do is all like the fact that you're also doing something, whatever, great. Like that's one half of it. You need to network. You actually you need to, like, especially in a place like Ireland where like it's small enough. If you want to get someone's contact, you can get it. Like it's there's you're either 1 or 2 people away from getting that contact. So like don't make it a thing of like, oh, like I'm now doing this, they should know who I am, they should whatever. Ask. Like even for me, like getting into like the industry or whatever, particularly the creative scene, I think in the last like 2 years, like it even got to a point, I don't know if you guys were seeing this online, they were calling me Mrs. Outside, right? Just because I was at all the events. I'm like, okay, I'm at all the events. I'm not going there just to be dancing on the dance floor. Like,
because like
you go and you network.
It's not Bella, like,
do you know what I mean?
You're going to work, like,
you're going to event. You go, you network. You tell people, hey, this is who I am. This is what I do. Snowball effect from there. That's how people start like, connecting you to different things. They start recognizing what you're doing or whatever. It's work.
And they get like, let's say for example, these people outside, they won't know. You get me? For example, like I used to be that outside person. I always felt like I wasn't acknowledged or whatever, but kind of like time taught me that, okay, you just need to keep on doing your shit, until you feel like you're acknowledged. And then also like when I now got into the place where I'm now invited to stuff, I realized that I can't have as much fun. I can't let go because people are watching you.
People are watching.
People are watching you. Then you also have to network. Like there's only so much alcohol you can drink. Do you get me?
Literally.
So what I also feel like I gather from you there is like don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to contact people. Don't be afraid to talk. So would
come with manners though. Don't
of course
come with a routine.
Like be respectful. So like now with the way that you're going to these places and you have platforms, like I especially I'm gonna speak like for the female side of the industry, because going to the Warner Brothers, something like I noticed is that it's very male populated. It's not that there isn't females out there, but it's just even me myself, I don't know many females out there for me to say, oh, you were missing from the
you were missing.
Even as we're going through, literally, because we try to. That's one thing as well. That actually, shout out to Nathan. He always, all the time, like anytime any lists or anything of people come through, his first question is always, okay, what's the male to female ratio? And even as a man in the industry, I'm like, okay, I can appreciate that, because every single time he has said that, and I can actually give him his flowers on that. But again, like as we're going through, we're like, okay, who else? We're like struggling, like we've invited everyone. We feel like,
so this is for people out there listening who feel like they're not invited. As you can see now, she
reach
says,
out.
reach out. Don't be afraid to reach out. She's saying it right now. Message, contact, Instagram, anywhere. Speak up, ask.
You can't have pride. Like, just drop the pride.
That's something I'm
drop the
learning.
ego. What did Wizkid say in that song or in that album? What's it called? Is it More Love,
That
Less
song on the
Ego?
album. More love, less you. Yeah.
That's what I was trying to get at.
It's something I'm even learning, and it's something that like I'm even dealing with. Is how to let go of the pride, because sometimes it will like you.
You're shooting yourself in the foot.
Somebody even called me out on it on one of our TikToks. They said I had too much pride, but this was about chasing a man. I would never have too much pride for that.
Yeah,
I would never have too much pride for that. But he was like, sometimes
crazy.
he said something about humility. Let me can't even find the comments, just in case you want to come and call me out again. I agree with what they said, but they basically said that having too much pride is also a bad thing, and that like you end up lacking humility or something along those lines. Yeah, but that's the thing.
I hear, and for me as well, like, I hear it. I understand I understand the thought behind it. That's never really been a thing for me. I think it's 'cause of the mindset. Maybe I'm just of the mindset that, like, I genuinely don't believe anyone in Ireland is famous, right? Okay, obviously,
absolutely
like,
not.
within this space, there's people that have got clout, there's people that are well known or whatever.
It's clout here.
It's clout. No one's famous yet. So, like, why would I be now moving in a way that I can't come to you, or I can't whatever, I can't like no one's famous.
People be
like,
moving like that though.
no one, like, chill out. We
People
haven't
moving
done
like
anything yet. We're still at the we're still at very much at the like beginning stages of everything.
I know you
like,
live in Blanche. Like, come on, like,
I'm screaming.
like I can
Don't
take
go
39 to your house.
to your house, like, you know what I mean?
Literally.
And so this is what the guy actually said. He goes, pride can also make you lose the things you want. Humility is key.
Absolutely.
100%.
I agree with that.
100%.
Yeah. So, girl.
Oh, I know where this is going. I know where this is going. Hit me
So,
with
dun,
it.
dun, dun.
Hit me
I
with
feel
it.
like what happened a couple of years ago, where I think you took the internet by storm, actually, is BLM. I remember seeing this videos of you going everywhere, just speaking up and standing up for us. Like, girl, yeah. Amanda Martin Luther King. Love it. Amanda Martin Luther King. No, it was actually great. Like, everything you said, it was such a big... I feel like even me, like when Black Lives Matter, it hit me deep. And I'm someone I'm not very political and all this other stuff, but it hit me deep. And I felt like from there, you kind of like followed that kind of path. That was kind of like your calling. Like, you rock at it. And you end up getting into Black and Irish. Is that like kind of like what brought you into Black and Irish, or?
Yeah, I guess pretty much. Like, we were doing the same thing at the same time. And I'm very much a person that I'm not going to try to do something on my own when there's a group of people within my community that are doing the exact same thing. Let's pull together and like whatever. So that's pretty much how that whole journey started.
And now you've left Black and Irish.
I have, yeah.
Did you?
Crazy. What? Crazy.
I ain't never thought that.
I was like, girl, it shook me when I saw it. I was like,
Darn.
I wouldn't have thunk it. Yeah. yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It was tough.
I imagine
It was tough. Like, it's been a massive part of my life for the last 3 years. So obviously, like, leaving is not something that would have been an easy decision. By no means. But I just feel like, yeah, it for me personally anyway, it just got to a place in my life, in my journey, where I think you kind of just need to take stock. You take stock of like, okay, what makes sense for me right now? What is in alignment with who I am right now? What's in alignment with my values, and where I'm going? And anything that doesn't fall within that like lane had to leave. So it wasn't even just Black and Irish. So many things within my life as well. Relationships, friends, like so many things had to like be cut in that whole period. That just happened to be one of those things as well. Like, it just wasn't in alignment with where I am right now, who I am, and where I'm going.
you know what? I hear it.
Honestly, you have to make those decisions. Like, it's tough though.
It's not easy.
It's so hard.
Like, girl, I just sit here and I'm like, I even look at my life and it's like, I hear it. It's things that like, what's the word I'm looking for? Guys, I'm real brain dead today. English is not English. But it's like,
they don't bring value to your life.
yeah, things that don't bring value to your life, things that don't make you happy, things that don't make you feel like you're even your true, authentic self.
Make you feel like a fraud.
Yeah, they gotta go. They really got to go.
Yeah.
I hear it. Like, again, it wasn't necessarily, for that in particular, like, I wouldn't necessarily say, like, it wasn't true to who I am. Like, being just completely open and honest as well. Like, in any kind of organization, right, there's always going to be different personalities. personalities will not always mesh. And I think at a point, knowing, like, for me, because what brought me to Black and Irish is the same reason that made me leave Black and Irish. And it's the fact that I genuinely deeply care about my community. I care about us as a collective. I care about where we're going, how we can progress collectively. And again, to me, if I feel like I'm in a space that's either not allowing me to fully do what I need to do to give myself in the way that I feel like I'm, like the word that you use, called, because I actually genuinely feel like from time that's been part of what I genuinely believe God placed me here to do. Anything that's taken away from that had to go, regardless of whatever I feel like, regardless of my feelings about it. So like any space that's not conducive to that calling,
Conducive, I love that
it
word.
just needs to evaporate.
Conducive is a good word. You know what? Yeah, I thought you was bare serious before I met you, like in person. I've only ever seen you like maybe at, like, you know, there's a Black and Irish events or whatever. I thought you was very serious.
I'm a serious.
Then she was
I'm a serious somebody.
I'm waiting for her to finish just so I can do little flashbacks, Amanda, for you. Go on.
Then I met her on Wilder Now. My girl was on stage. First of all, she can actually spit. Second of all, she's actually funny. Like she's gassed. And like she actually, I was so surprised. But I was like, yeah, like you with it. Like even like it's so funny. Like just basically like I perceived you as someone different than how you was on Wilder Now.
Have you never seen this babe doing Afro Warrior and my piano queen on the dance floor? This one?
No.
You've never seen it?
Actually, no, please.
I'm pretty sure I have a video on my phone.
Let's not bring out.
You do this
spirits.
I'm a piano
We're gonna insert the videos at the end of the
routine. And every single time I hear that song and I know you're in the building, I run to where you are to just watch you do it. No joke.
Wait, are you?
Oh my God.
Are you South African?
She is.
I'm
Okay.
half.
She's
Yeah,
half South African.
I'm half South African, half Yoruba.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can do
Half
that. You know that
Yoruba.
dance that's like this with the waist.
I'm Lando.
Like,
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's
the one
good.
with all the knocking. And
That's
the
the one.
Nika. Okay, girl.
I'm screaming.
okay. So wait, who's South African? Your mom?
My
or
mom's
your
South
mom?
African. My dad's Nigerian. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was like, I think she has a South African face. She looks
I
South
do.
African.
I have a very. I think
You look
I look
yeah,
South
Yeah,
African.
you look South African. in
But
At the same
I'm
time,
a Yoruba
I can
babes.
see
you
I
are.
can actually see you
Yoruba
in that
babes.
Yoruba in the
Yeah.
village,
Yeah.
with the rapper.
I can actually see you.
But you mean that
100.
babe that like all the men in the village want? You know what I mean?
I'm
That type of shit.
screaming.
But yeah, like okay.
So you actually thought I was serious. I think a lot of people have that perception just because of I've been doing like the whole kind
Yeah.
of politically type. Yeah.
Nah,
yeah.
because I've been
Like
known
that's
her.
obviously part of it.
That
That's
is
what I'm
still-
But see,
passionate about.
that's the
But
thing.
you can also get down, which is so good.
Exactly. It was like that's the serious side of you, but there's also the fun
being
side
a
of you.
crackhead from
Yeah.
Wait, even before like all the Insta stuff, right? I actually like the OGs will know. I actually was popping on Snapchat for like a little bit. I was a crackhead. I had one character called Swanky Sebastian.
Not Swanky Sebastian.
Yeah,
What did she do?
Swanky Sebastian was just a lunatic. Like Swanky
Okay.
was just.
What
It was
the
like my
skit
alter ego. It was, I just do skits. Like it's just like on Vine and Snap and stuff.
You was on
I
Vine?
was on Vine, yeah.
yo.
Back in the
Vine
day.
is serious.
Damn.
Do you know what Vine is?
Back in the day.
Excuse
What do
me.
you mean?
Excuse
mean?
me.
Sorry.
Just cause she was in first year when I was in final year.
No, but
doesn't
not
mean
even
I'm
like
that
Vine
old.
is like Vine is really
Yeah,
like
I
the
know
cool
what
kids.
I know
like
what Vine was.
Okay.
Cool kids.
I know what Vine was.
okay, fine. So
Yeah.
basically, yeah, right. You're South African. Would you go for South African men more or Nigerian
Hey,
men?
God forbid.
South African men.
God forbid South African.
Ooh,
That's what my mom actually told me. She was just like, never in your life.
What did they do?
that's why she married a Nigerian man.
That part.
innit?
But then no, she also told me.
Nigerian
She
men are-
also told me never in your life. My mom told me never for both.
But
She said
okay, no,
never.
why did she say South African men are?
Huh? No, because they're scary.
Sorry,
I know my people.
Nigerian men.
Exactly. No, she told me the same
But
thing about Nigerian
like,
men.
we love them. Here.
So you should be like one hell of a body. You should be able to handle both. You're half of both.
Yeah. We do.
yeah, that's like being Nigerian.
What?
That's like being Nigerian and Jamaican.
And Jamaican. Yeah, it was just one like
But I love
crazy
Nigerian and
combination.
Jamaicans together. I love them.
Yeah. Same.
Really?
Damia. Shout out Damia. Hashtag.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Nah, like I like Jamaican men.
She seems like a calm Jamaican babe though.
Yeah.
Yeah. My cousin's also married to a Jamaican woman. She's quite calm too.
But this is Jamaican men, but we don't hear people being married to Jamaican men now.
That's true. I don't know anyone who's
Facts.
married to a
I'm yet to
Jamaican
hear
man.
That would just no.
Actually,
I don't think I could do that.
I do know one.
Okay.
I do know one. And they're cute as hell.
Happily married?
Yeah.
That's
They're youngly married, but they look very happy.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I have a question for you guys.
Congrats to them.
Do you guys think you have Riz?
Do I have Riz?
Yeah, like
definition of Riz.
look at this girl.
Definition of Riz.
It's charisma. Like, do you have charm? Now it's not moving to men now. We don't have to move
charm,
to men.
yeah.
You have it?
100%.
Okay.
I can talk.
Amanda, do you have
What?
Riz?
I feel like I have Riz. You have to have Riz.
Sometimes
in, like,
your
the
Riz
industry.
gets you doors open, man.
Exactly. You just need to know how to talk to
remember
people.
this one time, right? I was taking Julia Root back to the airport, and this babe's bag was severely overweight. Like, she paid £70 back in UK to get it over to Ireland. I got up to the counter, and I just saw these two black people talking, and I came up and I was like, you're nice, aren't you? And we were just bantering back and forth. She got her bag for free. They didn't charge her shit. She walked through the gates. They just gave her back her passport. She didn't even realize when they just took her bag. And I was like, this is how you need to know how to talk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Amanda,
Nice.
you're situational?
Just like general Riz.
Yes, go on. I want to
Yeah,
hear
man.
it.
I feel like
I need proof, bruv.
I feel like I have Riz. Like,
Okay, go on.
I can't chat to
I
that
believe
because
you
some of
though.
this stuff is very illegal. I'm like, I can't chat to it before I get in trouble. Yeah, no, like, no, I feel like I've got Riz.
We'll bleep it out. We'll bleep some things out.
Yeah, we can bleep anything out.
Nah, just
You're
like
safe.
the main thing, like I said, like, and this even comes with the whole thing of like kind of kicking down doors and stuff, like specific events and stuff. There's been events that I've gone to that I'm not invited. I haven't been invited to. Do you know what I mean? Or you don't know, either you don't know anyone there or you're not invited or blah 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 blah. Raise your way in. That's
That's
year.
real Wiz, though.
Last year, crazy.
Really?
Crazy. Like, shout out my bro Sam. Sam will know, man.
I'm trying to hear these things.
Sam will know.
You're really hiding from us. I'm
Went
trying to get to
everywhere.
know you, Amanda.
Sometimes walk in like you belong.
Well, it's the confidence. It's the
Yeah.
confidence. They just assume
I do that
like,
all
yeah.
the time in VIP sections. I
You know
just
what I mean?
walk
Just walk in.
like, you know
Don't
the way
be
people are
questioning.
trying to their wristbands on. I just stroll in and no one stops me and I'm like, love that.
Okay,
Riz,
there's
man.
Riz
Sure.
girls. You didn't even ask me if I have Riz. I have Riz, but I'm not telling you my stories. there's Riz and then there's pretty privilege. Obviously, me and Roz were arguing about this.
We
in
had
the
this
car.
conversation in the car.
Is it Riz? Oh, that's
Is it
a
Riz or
tough
is it pretty privilege? Do
one.
women have Riz? Can they even fathom Riz or is it pretty privilege? Because you're a
Yeah.
pretty girl. So you think all your situations.
Okay, but there's also pretty girls that don't
Have Riz.
get what, like, they don't get the benefits, if that makes sense.
Because I was saying I don't really believe in pretty privilege.
No, it's a thing.
Like,
I think it's a thing. It's a thing. 100%.
no, but what I mean by I don't believe in
100%.
pretty privilege, let me explain myself because that was quite a short explanation. But basically, right, we were talking in the car and she was saying like pretty privilege. Sometimes guys do nice stuff to you, do nice things for you just because you're pretty and want nothing out of it. I don't believe that's true. That people will just do things for you because you're a fine girl.
Have you been to Lagos?
And want nothing out of it.
Have you been to Lagos?
Nothing.
Have you been
They're
to
not
Lagos?
asking for number.
Have you been
They will
to
leave you
Lagos?
alone after.
Have you been to Lagos?
But they Lagos, but they don't leave me alone.
Okay, maybe that's yours. Lagos? They cannot say, let me just bless you.
Because you're
Let
fine.
me just because. That's
That's
I'm
what I'm trying to
going
explain
to
to her in the
Lagos
car,
in
but I
December.
Did you hear that? That's Lagos, babe. Not here.
Yeah, but like, okay, I don't experience it in Ireland now because don't get it twisted.
Yeah, because
Ireland,
anyway,
I
let
don't
me
know,
not talk to
they're
that.
short-handed here. What did you say, babe?
No, it's okay. I was going to say something, but they will start coming for me on the tail.
She just said they're short-handed here in
They're
Ireland.
short-handed.
Because I was like,
I experience it a lot when I go to the UK.
that guys will just do stuff for you and want nothing else. They're not trying to talk to you after. They're not trying to ask for your number after.
But
They're
explain
not trying
to-
to linger around after.
But explain to Amanda why you don't agree
It's
with that.
mixed though. It's mixed. I get what you're saying. That happens a lot though. That they'll want whatever. But
Because I just feel like it's like when guys tend to do that stuff, I feel like there's like an underlying contract or something. Like if you're being nice to me, you must get something nice out of it after. That's just
not all the time.
girl. I'm still waiting for the day some guys
time.
just gonna do something nice and not want
No,
nothing
but
from me.
even if like there's also like a certain like what I've experienced is there's a certain like level of like respect to it as well. Like if they make an advance or whatever and you shut it down, like
Yeah, that's
you
what I
can just
mean.
be like, oh,
that's fine. That is calm because I 99% of the time I will shut it down.
Yeah.
It's very rare. I might think you're actually cute.
Also, go on.
Go on. No, go on.
I was gonna say like the example I gave that I might understand her opinion is, let's say for example if you go to the club, the typical club scene, and you're a pretty girl and they let you on their table.
oh yeah.
Nah, and they-
okay,
and-
that's different.
Really?
I feel like that's different.
That's why I said that's not
if
pretty
they're letting you on
privilege.
your table on their
That's not
table,
pretty
yeah,
privilege.
that's
So no, mind you,
they're
that-
100% expecting something.
No. I've gone on tables and they're not expecting anything, and they don't even make advances on me. However, what they subconsciously expect is to look good in front of other people. knowing
Yeah,
that
there's pretty girls on their table. Yeah,
That's what I mean. An underlying contract. You're there, so they look good. That's not still because you're pretty. That's for them.
but you're also benefiting. So
Yeah, but see, I don't really go to clubs like that anyway. So
Honestly,
it's not really my
You
scene.
also, Roz, you're also really an independent woman.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, you actually you kind of have to be like,
I've been to
You know, I
Independent.
was having this conversation with Feli.
Go
Like, I think that whole independence thing is broken for me in the last like 6 months. Because I used to be the very same, like,
girl,
please, I can't call myself fine.
I am a dependent. I'm a dependent woman. I am a strong, dependent woman.
I just can't.
Like I depend on God 100%. I depend on men 30% of the time.
19. Okay.
Depending on the you say 90%.
No, I don't know. You said 19.
No, I didn't
oh,
say,
okay,
I said
okay,
like
okay.
30%.
Like,
Depending on the situation,
yeah.
because you can't depend on men.
I'm not so like about it anymore. I'm just like, that used to be
exactly
so,
what I'm like, though.
honestly,
Like,
truly.
Yeah.
I just do anything for me.
They're there to help.
No, but see, the
Sometimes
thing
chill
is,
out.
I don't have them around to be dependent. Like, I'm the type of like, I won't ask you because I'll just get it done myself. If you get me. So it's not even a thing where it's like, I'm asking you and they're saying no and I'm getting angry. I would just do it myself. But like, you see now, when, you know, he's driving me around, did I not let him drive my car?
You did. However, like, I don't know how to describe it. You don't allow it to happen to you often.
Yeah.
And like you don't.
Because what's
like
so
mind you,
hard.
Roz,
It can be
Roz,
so-
can I
I'm
tell
not
you
trying to
something?
deal with them
Roz,
after.
not even Roz.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm just assuming, and I think because I'm gonna put myself in a mind. I can't say no to you because you're a pretty girl, and like I like you.
Do you know what I think?
Do you get me?
Do
Like-
you know what I think actually bothers me?
Is that
You know-
your
But you know what I think it bothers me though? It's because don't do stuff for me because you think I'm beautiful. Do stuff for me because you want to do stuff for me.
But they'll
Then
do that
no,
as well.
You'll do that as well, but it's also because you're also
I think that's what really gets me.
It's like
Don't do
pizza
stuff
with
for
the
me.
dip. Like, you know what I mean? The dip is your pretty. The pizza is because they wanted.
No,
wanted
it's just,
you.
I don't know why I just find it so hard. Don't do stuff for me because you find me attractive. Do it because you like me and you want to do it to make me
And
happy.
you're attractive.
Not
What's wrong with that?
because I'm just a pretty face. I think it just really annoys
Because you know,
me.
yeah, you should go get a knife and do this.
God forbid, I think I like my
because
face.
because
Face
mind you,
pays
for them
bills.
to even get to that point, right, of wanting to do something for you, they probably would have had a conversation with you, then looked into your pretty eyes and
Do
seen
you know
your
what's
pretty
so
smile.
funny? I think I look like a bum like 95% of the time.
And that's maybe that's why you have to be an independent woman all the time.
Yeah, I look like a bum 95% of the time.
I hate
But you know what? These people
not
still be
love, though.
thinking I'm
It's
cute
not love.
natural.
Ross, we love each other though. We know that. Sophie.
She sees what I look like all the time. Like, do you know what the funny thing is, right? I get comfortable with guys so quickly. Like, me and you could be talking now. The next time you see me, I could be like wigless.
Yeah.
No makeup. Don't care.
But you're still pretty
Yeah,
in
you're still
those
pretty,
kind
though.
of like
Yeah.
stages.
Yeah, like
Still
me
like
like
naturally
that. Do
pretty.
stuff for me when I look like that, not when I look like this. Then I
No,
know
but
it's
like,
real.
But sometimes when you look like this, the shit they gonna do gonna be like.
extra. But it's looking like this takes time. How much did it cost you to fix your head today? How much did that wig cost you?
When you make
And it's
Do you
a
know
connections,
how long
It's
it took me
nice
to
as well.
do this
It's
wig
nice.
on my head today? I've been up since 8:30 this morning. I went
Yeah,
to
I
bed at
actually
2
wish I
o'clock
could be
to
a
look
wig
like
babe.
this.
I wish I could be a wig
That's
babe.
why
you can actually be a wig babe though.
No.
Why?
I'm not. And I've learned this the hard way because I tried to be a wig babes for a little bit. I'm a natural hair and locks babe. That's my energy. That's
That's
my
okay.
vibe. Oh, 100. I'm cool with it. I'm
okay.
cool with it.
Yeah.
That's the next step. Braids, locks, everything. That's my.
But you know
energy.
you can do a silk press depending how long your hair is. Is it
I
long?
actually. It's growing back now. I'm just growing it back so I can lock it.
Yeah, she cut it.
I cut it.
I'm
I'm
not
just
gonna
growing
lie,
back.
you were hella cute with short hair.
But don't shut
Yeah.
that. Even if it's a little closure wig. When
It's just not my vibe.
Mm.
As in, I will actually just drag it from my head.
you
because
know-
I am not a knot babe. Hey, look, my hair is. I comb around my hair every month, so I do not have to deal with it.
Yeah, nah,
tough.
natural hair
I
always.
like manipulating my hair and doing stuff too. I'm
You
a,
like
I'm a
being
lock, I'm a
manipulative,
braid.
Roz.
Is that what you're saying?
I said manipulating my hair, the hair. But
Media
like,
trained.
yeah, open your ears, Abby. But yeah, no, I do it all. Like, I love the locks, I love the braids, I
Yeah.
like the diversity.
Nice.
Yeah, I like switching back and forth. Yeah, but you know, I'm also that girl. Like, oh my god, right? There was this week at work. I remember on Monday they were stressing me out, guys. I was fully ready to off my wig and work. Like, I said it to white people there.
Can I tell you what
I
I
was like, it's getting real hot. I'm like,
I tell you
yo,
what I
the
do
wig
though?
might come
No,
off.
Let me tell you what I do.
The wig
taking
might
off
come
this
off.
week.
Because I wear clothes, right? Sometimes my clothes likes to dig into my brain. I'm going to the toilet, I off
do
it,
you
and I
have-
hang it on the tin. I go to the toilet, I lock the store, I take it off, I hang it on. You know when you hang your jacket, your bag.
I don't breathe.
I was gonna say, girl, you got clips in your wig?
No, closure.
Even for your closure. Girl, I use a hairband.
Not the
It's a
clips.
band.
Like sometimes I don't know why I even wear the wig. Girls like to suffer for free. I have the band, and like this part just like to dig into my wig. I go to the bathroom, I hang it. I say, guys, brilliant. What have you been doing? I just flush the toilet so they don't think that.
I don't care. I adjust my wig in front of them. I let them know. I be like, yeah, it's getting hot in here. I'm like, y'all are stressing me. The wig is about to come off. No, I think I've been like 3 different hair colors in 1 week in work. Like I came in blonde because I needed to take off the closure, and then I think I tried on the red and I didn't like it, and I switched to black, and they were just like, wow, who are you? Like they all know. I don't care. I'm like, yes, been that bitch, still that bitch.
What's called? Let me pick you guys' brain, yeah? And after the riddle, we go into the crazy stories.
Oh, my stories. I found some juicy stories for you.
Okay. This is the riddle. I speak without a mouth, hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with the wind. What am I?
Huh? Oh, wait, we'll go again?
I'll read it again. I'll read it 3 times. I speak without a mouth. I hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with the wind. What am I?
Wait, I speak with no mouth.
I speak with no mouth. I hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with the wind.
Something that can be blown up. A balloon.
Not a balloon.
Not a balloon, but it's something that's blown up, isn't it?
No.
I speak without a mouth.
I speak without a mouth.
You guys get this? It's crazy because it is actually tough.
She's picking tougher ones by the
day. Speak without a mouth.
Speak without a mouth, hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with the wind. Do you give up? Because I get a point.
So that was
congregation. You guys can.
If you get a point, it's just that you've lost all the other times.
Is it a wind chime?
A minus.
Huh?
A wind chime?
No. Last time. I speak without a mouth. I hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with the wind. What am I?
To hear without ears, that's thrown me off.
Speak without a mouth. Oh, look, I
Hear
tap out. I'm brain dead today, honestly.
Yeah. You guys ready?
Yeah.
An echo.
It does.
An echo.
You speak without a mouth because you're not the one speaking.
Okay.
People can hear an echo and it carries with wind.
But it says I hear without ears. The echo doesn't hear. That's what threw me off. Anyway, that's all right. Not bad.
I got a point.
Not bad.
So you're still a minus. You lost the other 2 weeks.
No, we only started counting points this week.
Yeah.
That one was tough.
Isn't it? Tough. I hear without ears.
I can't wait. You guys can like tune in for next week's like riddle because it's crazy.
Okay. Ooh, I don't even know where to start with this.
I'm so scared because like she was reading them in the car. She's like,
Okay.
Get ready for these.
Okay. Oh my god.
Ross, just pick one.
Oh my god.
Or get the guest to help you pick.
Yeah. Okay. So these I'm gonna give you 4 Nigerian ones. I'll give you the names: Taiwo, Priscilla, Mubi, or Charles.
Oof. I'm stuck between Taiwo and Mubi. I just feel like those would be crazy.
Can I even make a Mubi sounds like
Mubi sounds okay? Let's go for Mubi.
Mubi 28. Okay.
I haven't read these. I haven't heard these. She's teased us.
We planned to see a movie and visit a restaurant later that day. She showed up with a small travel box and I became curious. She told me not to worry about it. During the movie, I noticed she was feeling uneasy and started making some calls that sounded like she was expected to be somewhere else. She rushed out the theater room and I followed. I waited close to the female's restroom. She came out wearing another outfit entirely. She then told me she has another date, kissed me goodbye, and left immediately. I checked her WhatsApp status later that day and found out that she was proposed to a few hours later after we departed. You need to see how this girl that just left my side was crying while collecting a diamond ring. This same girl told me she was single and needed a serious relationship. Bruh.
You know this woman is like she's the don't let your husband stop you from
finding
Wait, what?
Imagine going on a date to get changed to go to your proposal. Bro, see the girls up one.
She knew that she was getting proposed to. Then. How does she know?
She had to
know.
Unless
maybe like people were like texting them and texting her stuff, being like, "Oh, have you got your makeup done?" Or like, "What you wearing?" You know, because you know when you're being, but like when people are being proposed to, their friends try and like tilt them in the ways to go. So that was probably what all the phone calls were. So her friends probably didn't even know she was on a date with this guy. They're probably like, "Yo, girl, where are you?" I'm like, "What? Are you dressed?"
Hi.
Damn.
Hi.
Like
God. scary world we're living in.
It kind of goes to that thing. Like, are you single until you're married?
Yes.
That's a very, I heard that for the first time when I went to Lagos by myself. It was just like, yeah, until I'm married, I'm single. I said, wow.
Hey.
I said, wow.
Hey.
Yeah, because like,
men are trifling. Yes.
It's very scary. I don't know if I completely agree with that, but at the same
I don't
time, I
completely
hear
agree with it. Like, I feel like out of respect for my man, I wouldn't, like, you know what I mean? It's bottom line respect. I won't, like, go out and entertain other man. Ross, the way you're looking at me is too serious. Nobody wants to hear my explanation. Ross, what's the explanation?
Baby, I'm listening.
No,
I was listening.
No, obviously, a committed relationship is still a committed relationship. Like, you're not going to be trifling.
Like,
as long as it's committed on both ends.
Yeah, of course it's going to be committed on both ends.
Are we always sure? Are we sure? Because I know some people in this country. Hey.
Remember that question we asked? Like, I think we had GB on, and he was like, do you know people who are now currently getting cheated on? And my friend was like, I know a few. And like Ross had a story there, but yeah, people people
you know when you can't talk too much because it's just can't talk too much.
You know what? Yeah, next story.
Next story.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay, guys. I'm coming back again. Hey.
So is it a different one?
We're gonna do confessions this time.
Okay.
Do you know? Because I love your reactions. Yeah.
Oh no. Oh God.
Just pick one or two because both are both messed up.
One or two.
Let's go two.
I'm pretending I'm in love with my girlfriend who has cancer so she can have a relationship before she dies. I shouldn't be laughing, but
I am pretending to be in love with my girlfriend.
Baby, you look like you have tears in your eyes.
Who has cancer so she can have a real relationship before she dies.
I beg, just let me die, please. Let me die, please.
No, I think if I was, God forbid, and anybody was in that situation, God forbid, just leave me.
That's actually sad.
I promise.
That's so
promise
sad.
I will haunt you.
I think I'd rather.
I will haunt him.
I'd rather be a.
I'd rather die lonely than die with fake love.
Like they're not writing about it online. Don't bring me to be a forum topic. I'm already suffering. What do you mean?
What if she's not even here? Maybe he did it after.
This was a long time ago, so she's probably passed. So R.I.P. But R.I.P. So what I said. Wait, what did you say?
I said
I don't even want to.
Oh God, did I completely miss that?
God, I'm so sorry. Maybe he waited until she was like, you know.
Oh, to write the story. Yeah, the story's been out for 272 days. So if you didn't wait, R.I.P.
Can you just read the story now?
I'll read the story now. God. I met Jay via a family friend. She always had an obvious crush on me, but I was focused on school and work to be in any relationship. Back in 2019, she was diagnosed with leukemia, which took our whole family and neighborhood by shock. 3 years later, and the cancer has gotten worse, and at a small get-together, she confessed to my cousin that her biggest regret was not being in any relationship her entire life. So back in February, I took her on a date where she said she had the best day of her life and told me she loved me. So I said, I love you back. And now we've been dating ever since. Truth being told, I don't love her in a romantic way, but I do love her as a person. But it hurts telling her I love her every day, where deep down in my heart, I know I don't mean it.
On the first day, she said, I love you.
She's dying. Girl, I would be saying crazy stuff too. I've been doing crazy stuff too. No regrets.
That's bondage, man.
What? No.
That's bondage.
Sorry to be like a Debbie Downer, but like, do you guys think that if people knew they were gonna their dying dates, that they'd move different in life?
I'd move different.
100.
Like, would you move? Because I know people would move Ross Clark crazy, but like, how would you move? Like, would it?
That boss I don't like.
I tell every guy
about
I've met I love him.
Every girl? No, I wouldn't.
You'd what? Tell
every guy you met that you loved.
I love you.
I love you.
You know what? I think I would tell every previous guy how I really felt. Really? That's what I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, you weren't shit. You weren't. Just so you know, you still ain't.
Yeah. Maybe I won't, fake moan or anything.
Like, I did not mean that moan. I faked that whole entire night. I left. You went to my friends and chatted. They know about you.
Oh my God.
Or like, tell them straight up, like, wait, let me stop.
It's like, chill
Back
out.
to the story. Okay, so she said I love you on the first date. Then why do you have to feel like to take
Why
that
did he
cross
start
or
it?
that
Yeah,
mantle?
that's what I'm saying.
Nobody asked
Bondage.
him,
like you weren't there.
Now
You
'cause
jumped
mind you,
inside it.
she made it to heaven. Now she's looking down and be like, oh.
Guys,
Why?
is it purgatory that you're stuck between heaven and hell? Well, lie, that's where I'll be. I'm coming to haunt you. What? I'm coming to haunt you. How dare you? You're fake. Maybe believe that.
For no reason as
For
well.
no reason. Like, do you understand how bad that is for her?
No, I feel like he needs, like, they need to do some soul searching. Because why? Why do
Yo!
you feel like
Take
you
that
need to
cross,
take on
like-
that? Like, yeah.
You have to take on that
Nobody
cross.
asked you to do that.
Literally.
No one
And
asked
you know, he's going to move on and be kiki and laughing about this later on. Or you know what? His next babe, he'll make himself sound like he's a great
Like
guy.
an angel,
And
yes.
he'll be
I
like,
did
she
this
was
for
dying,
so
so I
long.
did this so she wouldn't die lonely.
You know, I know some men that can
Not
do
even
such.
guys won't.
I know
yeah.
some.
I can hear. I
Scary.
can't hear him saying that. Oh yeah, like I out of like not guilt or something. Out of love, I stayed with her. But no, he'll be like, yeah, my last girlfriend had.
I really feel like he was doing a savior complex thing.
No, but if a guy said that to
savior
me,
complex.
I'd be like, you're a red flag.
Yeah.
That's something.
No, some
Nigerian men won't even do that.
no.
Nigerian men won't even do that. Let's be honest.
What? Nigerian will? What do you mean?
A South African man won't even do that.
No, Yoruba men are still the worst. Outside. It's still,
Nah.
Still up there.
it's still up there.
But no, that's crazy. No, I'm haunting him.
Really?
Like, because can you imagine? I can just, women love hearing what they want to hear. I can so imagine him telling that story to another babe, and she'd be like, "Oh my god, you're just
such a
have
sweetheart."
Yeah, you've got a sweet soul. You really did
That girl's stupid. She's
That's not that a lot of females are.
No, Amanda, me and you, I'm a man, I'm a good looking man, I'm 6'4", yeah? And I have a chiseled jawline. And I said, yeah, like and facial hair.
She's a jawline facial hair.
No, I didn't ask you a type. Like,
this on
I'm sorry, let's just say I'm conventionally attractive, right? Calm. I sat down on a date with you, you're getting to know me. I was like, oh yeah, like my last girlfriend, like she had cancer and like I didn't really like love her, but I stayed with her. To, like how would that would you not?
It's mixed. My instant reaction is red flag.
It's a red flag.
Red flag. But at the
That's
same
crazy.
time, it can be spun as like, wow, it's the for better for
I
worse
didn't want
mentality.
to break her heart, so
Yeah.
I allowed her to
It's like
pass,
he's so
knowing that she was
selfless.
loved. I'm selfless.
Yeah.
Do you
know
not
what I
get
mean?
it?
But he could have continued dating her without saying I love you.
Nah,
He
but
could have.
then what's the point?
He could have.
You're not dating her.
Because that's
then.
normal dating. That's not. You don't say it.
Who's normally dating someone who's going to die?
Why you say like
No,
that?
you literally.
Why you gotta say like that?
Because she shouldn't have said I love you. I should have stayed
there's
dating
no
her.
way. There's
But
no
there's no
way.
end points. Well, there is, but that's what people want.
You're making it worse. Ross is not media
Crazy,
trained.
man. Crazy, man. Crazy.
No, I'm just being like dead ass honest. Like,
I don't know.
Okay, take it being dead
Like
serious
crying.
now. No, it's because it's just I can't believe it. This is what I was gasping at in the car. I was like, what?
Yeah, the story
Because
is
like
crazy.
what would possess you to do that? Like what were you gaining out of
Jesus
it?
even
It's a
asked you to
savior
do that.
complex.
Yeah.
It's a savior complex.
Yeah,
It's like a
he's
power
toxic
thing.
as hell.
Yeah.
Now he's come to the internet to make himself sound like a sweetheart. The same way he wrote this
narc.
story is the same way he's telling that story to someone else.
It's giving narc vibes.
And he's leaving out stuff.
100%.
100%. 100%.
So do you? Inappropriate question. Let's move on.
Should we do one more story?
Go do one more story.
One more story. Okay.
But wait, I have a wild question though.
Alright.
Don't
Ask
judge
it.
me. Don't
Alright,
judge me in
go
regards
for
to
it.
the story. Do you think they was intimate?
Probably, innit? If he's telling her I love you, like.
Then why did he do it? Because he.
I think he's a bad guy.
Okay.
I think
bad guy.
he's a very bad guy.
He's a bad guy.
He's
Especially
there
if
was
he
no
was
need to
intimate
do
with her,
that.
I'm not gonna lie.
He could have just left her in peace.
Literally.
Like her whole world was already crushing. So what it was like, why give her this fake love before she passes away when you could have just
Cushion the
stayed her
phone,
close friend and been
Exactly.
genuine?
I've just been there. Yeah.
And just been there for her,
exactly.
just been
That's
genuine
even
the
more-
whole time.
Because I think friendships are way more like good, healthy friendships. I'll go down way stronger than actual relationships. Because obviously relationships are built on strong friendships. Anyways, next story.
Next story.
So sad.
Techie.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, just because we love chatting nonsense about Nigerian men.
Yay!
Let me come and
My
give you.
subject.
Hey, Priscilla. I had just moved to a new estate where my married boyfriend stays.
My married boyfriend is
Yeah.
already crazy. Is already crazy.
He rented the apartment for me because he wanted me to stay close to him.
Hi.
And his wife.
Hi.
After a few weeks, I met a lady at the gym. She was a very cute married woman, and I liked her vibes a lot. We exchanged numbers and became friends. It was his birthday, and the lady posted him on her WhatsApp status as her husband. It shocked me. 2 other girls in my compound posted him too as their boyfriends. I later found out that he owns the house he claimed to have rented from me, and he just puts all his girlfriends there. It was so coded that I never saw him enter the compound before unless he came for me. I confronted him and he said I should mind my business or move out of the house. I'm still busy minding my business.
You know what? You know
Free
it's giving.
accommodation.
You know what it's giving? Brothel.
Guys, it's giving Playboy Mansion. What do you mean?
That's crazy. Where does the wife stay? In the house as well?
In the main house, and then the others are in the apartment complex.
Yeah. Is it weird that I know something like that's in real life? I know somebody like that in real life. Oh my gosh, he had the mistress right across the apartments from the wife.
Scary.
Yeah, I'm being serious.
Well, he's hardly paying her rent though.
The rent.
Hey,
That's what he do.
Oh,
He owned both
wow.
places.
Wow.
I actually was watching a YouTube movie yesterday with my grandma, and like basically, he wasn't happy with his wife at home. And mind you, the wife was penger than the side chick. But anyways, people have different.
I never understand that.
You get me?
I never
The
understand.
wife was like beautiful, and then then he'd go out and see the side chick or whatever. But he'd pay for her rent, bring her gifts, all that stuff there, and like he'd treat the wife at home like absolute shit.
No, this one was treating both very, very well.
It's giving typical Yoruba man. I can't lie.
He was treating both very well. I was just a nosy kid that caught it, and I was like, "Ooh, you shouldn't be there."
Did they know about each other?
One was very suspicious of the other, but I think the other fully known.
For it to kind
the
of
wife
work,
was suspicious of the side chick, but the side chick, I think she 100% knew.
Yeah. In the movie I watched, she
100% knew.
Because like basically like the wife was like chilling, and the side chick called the phone, and she answered, and the girl was like, let me say his name is Namdi. Hello, Namdi. They said the wife's name Hazel, and she dropped the phone.
Eesh.
Imagine, because they knew, like she knew.
What would you do in that
She
situation?
knows.
Yeah, what would you do?
The side chick knows your name. Hi.
That's like, you sound like a witch. Like I was so scared because imagine your side chick knowing your blood clot name.
Crazy.
What would I do? I don't know.
Guys, you see me.
I'd be like, if you don't leave my husband now.
No.
I wouldn't even do that. My
can't
pride
even
would
do a
never
threat.
let
I can't
me.
even
My
do a
pride
threat.
would never let me. I'm just dipping.
You're just
Yeah.
dipping.
I'm dipping.
Y'all are so much better than me.
I'm dipping.
I'm Inspector Gadget. Like, if you guys don't know anything, just know this one thing about me. I'm going to come true with receipts. I'm so good at
I mean,
Googling and
after all of that,
finding people.
yeah.
But can I
Honestly,
just-
I would just
after.
leave all the thing and then I'm flying.
But can I tell you something though? Obviously, like the woman confronted the husband, and the husband said, "Thank you for making this easier for me."
That's a lot of Nigerian men. Let me know if you like.
Well, Ross, what are you gonna do in that situation? You laid out the receipts in front of him.
What
and he goes,
like
"Oh,
woman,
thank
no.
you."
Do you know all that flashes into my head? I don't know if you watched this Chris Brown Christmas movie where the lady waits for the husband to go to the shower and pours baby oil on the floor. She brings out the belt and whips it.
It slips on it.
And she does whipping. I'm reenacting that.
Would you stay with him?
Hell no.
Forbid.
How you go look me in the face and tell me you made this easy? Durube,
Do you know what I've heard someone say
I'm coming.
in live? Oh, it's just like, it's your fault. You weren't looking, you found. I've heard that like multiple times. Scary.
Remember
I'm not gonna
story.
lie. When you look, you find. I
Oh,
found.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I found.
Absolutely. You go look and you will find something that will
find-
annoy
you'll
you.
find it.
100%.
A part of me call me the bad guy, unless like the information is in my face. I'm not looking.
No, I need
You're not
to
looking.
look.
Ignorance
too
is
nosy.
bliss
bring
kind
the
of vibes.
information- But to be honest with you, I'm never looking when
But
information.
but
comes to me.
let's say you have like you have suspicion. Would you then go looking, or
No, I wouldn't go looking.
you would just
The information will fall on my lap, or the Holy Spirit will tell me something. I'm not even playing. Like the relationship I had, the one relationship I had, like obviously when things were about like to end, I sat down at my window. I think I was just thinking about him, and then something said "run." In my spirit,
your spirit told you.
I'm not even lying. And
Jackpot.
in that same week, I think I said, I prayed to God. I was like, okay, God, look, if it's not for me, then let it go. That, like, the weekend, I found out he was cheating on me with, like, the girl, and he flew her out and everything.
I hear that. There was one, like...
So I didn't confront him. I just let the information land on my lap.
Absolutely. No, I hear that. Although mine was a different case. I was in bondage. I was young. I was in bondage, right? There was one specific situation where I knew I needed to end it, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. A whole week straight, literally, I prayed. I was like, God, please provide a reason for me. There were plenty of reasons at this point for me to leave.
Give me
like,
a sign.
everything was red. I was like, God, please just provide. Literally, on like the 5th day of me praying that same prayer, I get a random call. It's not even like, it's my friend, like a guy. He's just like, oh yeah, somebody wants your number. Can I give her your number? I was like, all right, cool.
Okay, shit.
She was like, now I'm getting a call from this random chick. She's like, oh yeah, I don't know if you know me, but basically, yeah, you know, your man's been cheating on you with me. They did all of this.
So she knew you.
She knew me. I knew her. I knew of her as well. We knew of each other. But we were friends or whatever. But she's just like, I don't know why. I just felt like I needed to tell you. I was just like, as I hung up that phone on God, as I hung up the phone, I dropped my, I said, thank God. I'm free. That's all I'm free.
Go on.
I was gonna say, I was like, it's so funny, like when you pray and you're like, oh, God send me like,
Sign.
you know, little sign. I swear to God, I feel like God sends me signs through my motivation app. I know I sound like an absolute lunatic, but
Download the motivation app today.
so serious. I be like praying, I be like, God, send me a sign. Should I do this? Should I quit my job? Should I do this? And then all of a sudden, a motivational like word will come up and it fits. And I'm like, I see what you're doing up there.
Can I tell you something? I don't know what, like, there's always a stigma. I don't know, back then, like, don't test God. Don't ask him for signs. But, like, I remember praying, and then God said, ask me for a sign. He said there was this story I was reading in the Bible the day I wanted a sign. And, like, the king basically was like, I want to do this. And God was like, ask for a sign. And he was like, nah, I don't want to question your intelligence. He goes, but then you're questioning my power. Like, I told you to ask me for something. Why are you not asking? I asked for a sign, and I got it the same day. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Man,
Well, I've also prayed to God about the sign about my ex, and wasn't that nuts? He told me that like during Black Lives Matter. Oh, you're gonna hate this. He was googling up the statistics of Black people in prison in America, and then also showed me Black people hate crime.
And that's a wrap, folks. Thank you, guys.
I love telling this story.
What?
You.
The audacity. What would I even do?
You specifically, what would you actually do?
I knew he had to go there because I had to.
Statistics on...
Girl, he told me that he only believes in numbers.
Hey! Hey, wait.
Told me he only believes in numbers. So he went to go look up the numbers online. And I was like, is it numbers created by white people you're looking up again? I was like, what? Like, I remember telling him how, like, I was being underpaid in a job. No.
White? Okay.
No. Yeah, that's why I had to go.
You see European.
Wow. Oh. No, that didn't mean that in any kind of...
That's great.
Rose loves to leave out context. She doesn't like to add it.
She loves telling people that, but I'm like, I try to block it out. But yeah. And actually physically started showing me videos of Black people doing hate crimes. Like, actually was Googling up these videos to come show me. This was right, like, when George died and everything, and I'd be, like, coming home crying and stuff.
Yeah. She goes,
I can't even... Yeah. Yeah, nah. Nah, the beef. That's straight up beef.
Fire. But yeah, girl, did you have fun?
Immediately cut. Yeah, no, it's been vibes.
Yeah?
Vibes. Good conversations.
Baby
man.
sis, kind of
I
baby sis.
had the best time. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
It was real
I
fun.
actually honestly had the best time. It was good times. But we have to wrap it up.
We're gonna wrap it
I
up.
think it's actually been 1 hour 30 minutes.
Huh?
Stop
For
it.
real?
I think, no, 30 minutes now. I think it's been like 1 hour or something.
Damn.
Crazy.
So guys, we gave you a good ass episode.
Yeah.
Please like, comment, share, subscribe.
So tune in next week to your weekly subscription of The Gist. And thank you, Amanda, for coming.
Follow our girl. I was gonna like chill, like follow our girl on all social medias. Like, you gotta
Yeah, I
shop.
was also getting to that. Sorry, I think my left ear is not working today because I've not been hearing you.
Really?
This whole episode.
It's like, this whole episode is so...
This is like the second,
buzzing in the
third
background.
time.
It's okay, girl. I love you. Sorry, she was doing her thing already. Sorry, Ross. Continue. I'm sorry.
No, baby, you've done it. So go on. We need to follow you on all socials.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing on everything. The_Amanda_Adi. That's it.
TikTok
Hey.
and all that stuff there.
All of that, man. Oh yeah, recently on TikTok, started TikToking.
Yeah, keep it up. We see you, girl. We see you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Like, share, subscribe.
So.